Than 700 million rand. Actis will take a minority stake in Tekkie Town. The company began with one store established by founder Braam van Huyssteen in the Eastern Cape. It now has more than 250 stores across South Africa. Tekkie Town was recognized by the World Economic Forum as a global growth company. Well, to discuss the latest news, we're joined by Tekkie Town MD Bernard Mostert. He's on the line with us from George in the Southern Cape. Good evening to you, Bernard. This is an entrepreneurial story, one store becoming more than 260. Now this investment, is this all about expansion into Africa?
It is. I think it's also an opportunity for us to further expand in South Africa. We think there's quite a lot of growth still on our local shores, and we will slowly continue to expand using the model that has worked for us to date to the north.
This, is it a real sign of confidence, do you think? We're always talking about sluggish growth, investments slowing down. Is this good news for a South African story?
I think so, and I think certainly Braam hopes that it will inspire other people to demonstrate what is possible. Doing business is not always easy, and I think we've managed to do okay with a fairly simple recipe that is based on a lot of diligence and a lot of hard work. We're very comfortable with Actis. In the last 4 years, we've had a lot of approaches, both from the trade and from the investment community, particularly private equity. And it was ultimately an easy decision to go with Actis, even though we had a lot to consider. And we're very comfortable that the decision that we made as to who would be the right partner for us to go into Africa specifically was Actis, given their knowledge of the continent and their knowledge of other stories in the emerging markets.
What sort of say will Actis now have in the business? Because we do hear that a lot of these deals fail, and they're taking a minority stake. The founder will be staying on. Braam, you were talking about him as chair, but he is taking a payout. So can this work, and will it keep that entrepreneurial flavor because it was started by this one man?
We're very confident that our model won't change. We've got we're privileged that David Cook will join our board and as an Actis representative, and we think that strategically he's going to deliver a lot of value to us. And then as for Braam's own involvement, certainly we can see that nothing will change. Braam drove today from Johannesburg. He's on his way down to George, visiting stores along the way. So you know, we like to be on the ground. We like to be operational, and certainly from our side, no intention to change that model. We believe that that's where the war is won. It's right at coalface.
Bernard, does this mean anything for jobs, anything for South African companies? Because you're importing, it looks like mainly global brands. Is there any opportunity in the future to look at South African brands, anything locally made here?
Oh yes, we do. We certainly support a number of South African factories that produce on behalf of established brands. You know, we are a house of brands, and we like to state that our vision is to provide consumers with the widest variety of brands at the best possible value in the footwear market and to a lesser extent the apparel market. And we think that will continue. We only support the local offices or the local distributors of those brands. So we don't import ourselves. It's not part of our model. I know some of our competitors do that, but we believe in supporting the local businesses and the local offices, and it has worked for us. In terms of answering your question around job creation, I think twofold. The first is we hope that we are, and you know, we started in Mossel Bay. We're based in George. We're still based in George. We employ about 2,000 people today, and we hope that it serves as an inspiration for others to do the same. And we think that we can offer people a real good career opportunity in our stable as we go forward.
Over the past few years, apparently expanding at 2 to 6 stores per month opening up. So very quickly, if we can wrap up, how do you avoid the economic woes and still have this good story to tell in this current economy?
But I alluded to discipline earlier, and I think for us that has been one of our cornerstones, is that we've we've grown organically with our own money. We've never used debt to this day. And this investment will allow us to grow faster. But we're very circumspect, or we would like to believe that we're very circumspect in when we choose a location, who we employ, what we stock. And even though, we're going to see good times, as we have in the past, and we're going to see tough times. And if you stick to your recipe and you don't stretch yourself too far, you're going to be okay. And that's pretty much our philosophy.
All right, thank you so much for your time, Bernard Mostert, MD of Tekkie Town, after that big announcement for that retail outlet today. The numbers now: the JSE ended in the red with the gold miners weighing on the market. Anglo Gold earlier this week we saw returning to profits, but Harmony Gold has reported another loss, and the gold price remains extremely low. The rand falling to 3-week lows against the dollar today as the greenback strengthened again following last night's victory for US Republicans in midterm elections. Oil plunging again. Let's take a look at your main financials. Well, you've just seen it, the price of oil heading